It's like super bright. Hello, sun. How have I been sitting like this for so long? I was doing that for too long already. Okay, probably because my eyes are closed. Who knows? So, day 8 of VEDA. 5 and 3 makes 8. Yes, I can do my math. So, day 8 of VEDA. Today's topic is another suggested topic, and it was one that I really liked, especially because I never thought about it. So, essentially, topic. I'll just tell you guys. The topic for today is, do you think that books should have a rating system like games and movies do? So initially I was like, well, it's not my job to tell people what they can or can't read. I mean, it's kind of an opinion thing where, like I was talking about, everyone should have their own opinions, but, don't voice it if it's going to hurt people. But then after thinking on it a little bit, I kind of came to the idea that it would be really interesting to see what would happen if we did implement a rating system on books. Primarily because when I work at the movie theater, we get a lot of kids that come in to go see the rated R movies. And if they get in, then they're like, "Ooh, I'm seeing a rated R movie. I'm so badass." And I was thinking how if that would actually encourage kids to want to read more. Or if it would be something where like a kid be like, "Ooh, I'm gonna read this rated R book," and when they read it, then they're like the talk of all their friends because they read a rated R book, that kind of thing. So it was something to think about for sure. But at the same time, I feel as though we already have a rating system just by the genre titles. I mean, for the female population, our mature content genre is the romance. I mean, unless you've been living under a rock, essentially you already know romance novels is going to have sex in it. How mature can you get? And then I feel as though, especially with recent fantasy novels, I'm not sure about classical, I haven't read enough of them, but I feel as though recent fantasy novels has been hitting the male population maturity levels, I guess you could say. Especially because they're getting, I feel, a little bit more sexual in content at times. Especially, God, Brett, Daylight War. Yeah. If you guys haven't seen my review of that or have not heard anything about Daylight War, pure amounts of sex. That's straight up, which I thoroughly enjoyed, let me tell you, in case you didn't know. But I feel as though just the genres for books are already the rating system. I mean, you have the children's books, you have the young adult fantasy, you have the romance and the fantasy itself, you have the mystery, and you kind of can gauge a rating system on that, especially with ages. And so I don't know if we really need to implement one because it kind of already exists. Just a thought on that. I mean, you get outliers here and there, obviously, but for the most part, yeah. But what do you guys think? Do you think we should have a rating system for books like we do with books and movies? Tell me down below. And, or any other reasons as to why, if we did implement it, what could be a positive reason for it? I mean, negatives are so easy to point out, obviously. Unless it's a really rare one. But yeah, So, anyways, I hope you guys are doing swell. I am enjoying today's sun because it's been very nice out all day, but I've been cooped up in my room studying for chemistry. Excuse me. And yes, I hope you're having a wonderful day, evening, morning, afternoon, whatever you want to call it, whatever time of day it is, and I will see you guys tomorrow for day 9. Ooh, we're getting up towards the teens soon. Yeah, okay. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.